Hey, y'all. I better get a cough drop before I get going. Because if not, I'll be coughing and hacking and throat will be killing me. So now we just got to see if anybody shows up. Hello. That was noisy. How are y'all? Hey, Susan. How are you? Hey, D-Day. Hey, Heaven Bound. How are you? How's the weather where you're at, D-Day? I'm cold. Hey, Khaki. The farm is good. Hey, Green Shingle. How are you? Hey, Fork and Allotment. How are you? We did get some new babies. It's cold here too today. Of course, you're only, 40 miles away? But, sometimes there's quite a different flux in temperature. I'm good. My throat's feeling better. My throat is feeling better. Oh, I don't want no snow, but, they said we may get some Tuesday or Wednesday. Y'all, let's pray, good Lord, that I don't get no snow. Yeah, Kitty got kicked to the cabin. But I did get some new babies. I don't know if I can get that camera. Let's see. Y'all gonna go for a little ride? If the camera will reach. Oh. Let me move the styrofoam pieces. There y'all got a good glimpse of my hand. Oh my gosh, I'm caught on wires from everywhere. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Caught in wires again. Hold on. You'd think I'd know how to wire crap up without getting them tangled. I don't know if y'all can see them. See my babies? I made me a little makeshift brooder. I just took and put a bunch of holes in half of it and left half of it solid. That way, if it starts getting too hot over here, they can move to a shade. Now, I may not ever get this situated back right, y'all. Hey, Selena. They are Americanas, or their actual name are Aracanas, but I'm a patriot, so they're Americanas. So, I bought those. They were supposed to be all pullets. So I bought those. Right now, I'm not getting enough eggs a week to even try to hatch any. Because, well, let's just face it, between hawks, bobcats, they have diminished my chicken. I only have 9 chickens left. And 3 of them are laying age. So, and when they start laying, they only lay once or twice a week, and especially with it being cold now. So anyway, I need to find me an Americana rooster, because I gave one of mine away, and I kept Rob, and a blind bobcat got robbed. I was like, oh my God, I should have kept Red too. So anyway, hey, Morgan's Happy Place. Oh my gosh, do you know which hen hatched it? Your wife is washing eggs now? Now, see, that's something I don't do. I don't wash my eggs. The only time I wash my eggs, y'all, is before I go to use them, because they seem to last longer. Oh, well, if you know someone with an Americana rooster, let me know. I will travel to get him. Oh, she sells them. I don't wash mine because they last so much longer. Now, I don't normally sell eggs either, y'all. I usually give them away when I have enough. I ain't had enough eggs. I'm having to buy eggs right now to keep me in stock. And it's like, I'm getting to the point I'm really getting pissed off, because it's getting very expensive feeding the hawks and the bobcats. So, I mean, it's really getting to where it chaps me right in the bottom. Rick keeps saying we're going to get, well, that's not, well, I don't get that many. I get maybe 4 or 5 eggs a week right now. So, and I use a lot more than 4 or 5 eggs a week. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'll probably go through about 3 dozen eggs a week, because girl does some cooking. And of course, hubby at breakfast he only eats breakfast on Saturdays. But at breakfast, just at breakfast time, he will eat 6 to 8 eggs. That's just him. I usually eat 2. Kate eats 2. So I fix a dozen eggs at breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays. No, I won't put my chickens on a bed. That's too hard on them, Aid. That's torture to a chicken. I won't do that. That is torture. I love my babies too much. But yeah, we go through a lot of eggs. But then I bake cakes. I bake cookies. You don't like eggs? And that's not counting deviled eggs, y'all. I make deviled eggs pretty regular. I make deviled eggs at least twice a week, because we love them. Yes, I name my chickens. Except for when I get too many, and then I just have my favorite ones named. So, But right now I've got Henrietta, Gertrude, Beatrice, Henrietta, Gertrude, Beatrice. What was Rick called the other one? Oh, Goldie. Those are my four that are old enough to lay, and they don't all lay on the same day. The others, Rick named the one of the roosters. He's a barred rock. He's so pretty. Named him Speckles, and the other is a black Asterlord, and he looks like my Roo, so I just called him Roo. And then I've got three I haven't got named, but other than one. And y'all, I can't tell y'all the name of her. I'll get in a lot of trouble because that little hussy, she won't go out, won't go in the pen when you're trying to get her in the pen to get them fed. She goes stupid, and I just call her you little B word. That is her name is B word. That so you can tell she is not one of my favorite chickens. So anyway, but her name is B word. Yeah, half Americana is good enough because if they have, I get them with a full blood Americana, and I go to hatch eggs, it'll be 3/4. Oh my gosh, Julie. 18 or Patty. I tell you what, I would probably go through withdrawals if I did not have eggs. Thank God I pretty much get I don't get my eggs free, y'all. Let's face it, I probably pay more than I do it at a store because chicken food ain't cheap. Hey, Christy. How's your sister, sweetheart? But yeah, I'll probably pay more for my eggs than what I do at my home. Fresh eggs probably cost me a lot more than store-bought eggs, y'all, because of the food. But and y'all, I've got a down there with those baby chicks. I have one of those thermometers that is supposed to well, it tells you the temperature, but it's supposed to tell you the humidity and all that stuff. It's what I used when I was doing all my hatching. And I have it laying down in there. I have this one chick that sleeps on it. I don't know why. It gets on that, and I thought I have to go over there and kind of shoo it off just so I can see what the temperature's staying in there. But it sleeps on that thermometer. Oh, she's seeing people? I'm sorry, sweetheart. Oh, yes, my eggs take, I can tell a big difference between the taste of my eggs and a store bought egg because, and you can tell even by the looks of them, my eggs will be like a deep orange, beautiful orange. And you put a store bought egg next to it and it's a pale yellow. And it's like, please. Hey, Wes. And Christy, how old is your sister? I forgot how old you said she was. And she's been fighting the sickness too, right? Wes, I tell you what, I busted out laughing because of you today. I've been getting my headaches and crap again, and I know it's because my hair is getting long. Hey, Jay. And I thought, I'm going to get a haircut. I seen this cute haircut, and then I flipped it to the back, and I couldn't get it because all I could think about Wes calling it a chicken butt. I said, nope, can't have that one. Oh, but yeah, y'all just had to be there the day of that conversation about the women with the chicken butt hairdos. I mean, it was like they kind of remind you of a wedge, Susan. It's where the hair comes and it tapers up and it comes in and it does. You look at it from behind, it looks like a chicken butt. It really does. But I never noticed that until Mr. West so kindly pointed it out. I like chicken butt haircuts too. But then I thought, oh my God, I'd never live it down if I got one. Because Wes would be calling me chicken butt. But when I seen it, I said, oh, that is cute. When I looked at it, and then you had it to where you could scroll and see the back of it. And then I was like, nope. Hey, Michael, how are you? Oh, that's right. It is the football game. I don't watch sports, y'all. The only sports I ever really loved was baseball. I hadn't got to watch the World Series in 28 years. There's a reason. We have one TV and hubby hates sports. I married the only man on the planet that hates sports. Yeah, Dorothy Hamill. It wasn't really a chicken, but hers was more of a bowl type, to be honest. But it did have a little bit of a wedge to it. The Chiefs will lose. Oh, who are they playing? I don't watch the 49ers anymore because I don't have Joe Montana. He was the only reason I ever watched the 49ers. Yeah, Dorothy Hamill. When she was an ice skater, that was back in the 70s, y'all. I made my aunt cut my hair like hers. Your hair's normally cut like what, with the wedge or like Dorothy Hamill? I mean, hey, lamp keeper, how are you, darling? Haven't seen you in so long. Oh, longer in the front, short in the back. Well, I don't want mine too long in the front because I'm going to be honest with you. It's peeing me off, this crap falling in my face. I don't like shit. I don't like this mess. Just, you look down to do something, you got it wrapping around your eyeballs. It's going up your nose. You're in bed. Your husband rolls over. And what happens? His elbow's on your hair. And when he goes to turn, and it's like, we had a king-size flipping bed. How in the world you getting your elbow clear over here just to get on my hair? Mm-mm. Mm. I'm thinking my hair is long, but it ain't that long. My hair don't stretch 4 foot across that bed. Well, see, that's the reason I keep mine pulled in a ponytail too, Christy. But I keep it pulled really tight normally. And I think maybe that's the reason I'm getting the headaches so bad like I used to, is because I do keep it pulled so tight. I mean, today I put it up in one of those little thingies right here, but it don't hold it worth poo. My hair will start, see, mess is falling out. You're usually a skinhead. The only way I have found, Patty, is to grow your bangs out without them driving you nuts. And let me see if I can find, there's one. It's something like this right here. And you just take and put it on and pull it and make sure your bangs is up in it, and it'll pull your bangs back like that. That's the only way. But the thing of it is, back here, I don't have enough head to hold those in place all the time because it just slides off. And it's like, Rick goes, well, if you wouldn't have such a little pinhead, I want to punch him in the nose. Telling me I got a pinhead. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I can have the rooster. Okay. I'll have to come get him. No, Jay, because my back hurts at night. So I have a pillow that I sleep with in my back. And then since I've had the heart issues, whichever side I'm laying on, I have to keep an arm elevated so I have a pillow in front of me. I stay in between those two pillows. I don't know how he does it, but he's the one getting crossways. I know that's what it is. Yep. And these women that can just take and put those in, never have to adjust them. I fight with these things about 15 times a day. And it's like, how did them other people do it? Oh no. They gave you a bowl cut? Nah, an actual pixie cut? I love pixie cuts. Rick gripes that the hair's too short. I personally love pixie haircuts. I may have to glue that sucker. Well, you know, I ended up getting me one of those night bonnets, okay? To put my hair in at night to try to keep my hair. I thought that stupid bonnet, I get so hot because, you know, I got thick hair anyway. And then you put it up in that bonnet thing. Sure, Sister Kate, I will. My phone's out in the Durango. It's been there for 2 days. And y'all, it's been nice. I haven't had no phone calls. Shame on me, huh? Yeah, I may have to. I may have to get some Gorilla Tape. Well, see, I don't know if they would work on really thick hair because my hair is thick. So, like, all right, you do a ponytail. And like this, I can only do it 2. And that's about how much hair the roundness is of my ponytail. About like that. Y'all, I tried satin sheets one time. I bought us some satin sheets on a waterbed. Not a good thing. Rick goes and plops in bed, and I slide right out. And of course, we had a waterbed when we got married, and we got it filled up. And I think we put a little too much water in it. I ain't sure. But him being, he was young and playful. He ran and he jumped on that bed. I was in bed. It shot me out of that bed into the floor. I come up from there and looked at him. I said, what the hell? I mean, I splatted. So anyway, we had to let some water out of that bed. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Donald, how are you? But yeah, I mean, I hit that floor. We only had that waterbed about 6 months. Because, anyway, Amanda got up. Oh, I don't know. It was probably 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning. Anyway, she come in there, and evidently she had got into the kitchen drawer and got a little paring knife out. And she come in our room, and I felt her hitting the bed, and her saying, "Mama, Mama, Daddy." And all of a sudden, I was wet. I got mad at Rick. I elbowed him. I said, "You pissed on me." He looked at me. He goes, "I didn't piss on you." And next thing we know, that bed just starts collapsing. And we looked at it, and Amanda was standing there with that little yellow handled paring knife. Yeah, there was no fixing it. We come up out of that bed. We had to get that water out of that bed really quick. Needless to say, we never had another water bed. Jaws was a scary movie. I know, but they puncture pretty easy with a knife. I bet she put 8 or 10 holes in that sucker. Yeah, they would be. They would be a really good propagation heat for plants. But I tell you what, but yeah, that waterbed didn't hold up to that little knife. And it was one of those little cheap knives. We're talking cheapy. We're talking Dollar General paring knife because I couldn't afford the good ones. And she sliced holes all in that bed. Well, it didn't take us long when we realized we were getting drowned. Oh, your mom's cat put a hole in hers? Oh, I bet it was from when it was doing this, wasn't it? Oh, wow, that's awesome, Mountain View. And then one day, Amanda gets up. I, Finally, it got to the point we had to make her sleep in the room with us because she would get up in the middle of the night. And Rick had to be at work every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, so he got up every morning at 2. So we all usually went to bed around 9 o'clock. And I don't know when Amanda got up, but I know she was the culprit because the trail led to her bed and her face. She had got up in the middle of the night, don't know when, got into the peanut butter and honey. Y'all, I had one of those glass tables and it had the cloth on the chairs. The bread was left out. She'd made her a peanut butter and honey sandwich. But when she poured, you could tell the little thing just used her hands. She had the peanut butter open. She had scooped out a big old handful of peanut butter, smeared it on her bread. What was left on her hands went on my chairs. Then she put her honey on there. Well, her honey went all over my chairs. And of course, you could follow her back to the bedroom because there was a trail. And not only that, the culprit had peanut butter and honey on her hands and on her face. Oh gosh, I know, Lamp Keeper. I know. I was like, when I was married to my first husband, we had a waterbed. And I went to bed. I was normal. I was normal. And, I'd never been regular as far as regular goes. I'd always been one of those I might have once or twice a year. So, anyway, Glenn and I had gotten married We'd been married 8 months, 9 months. No, we've been married longer than that. Anyway, we got married in February. Well, I guess it was about January. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Donald. He does that just to make me cry. Thank you, Donald. You do that just to get the water going. I know you. I know you. But thank you. But anyway, long story short, we went to bed. I was normal. Next morning, get up to go to work, and I'm hollering at Glenn. Thank you, Donald. Anyway, I hollered at Glenn. I said, Glenn, I need help. He goes, what? I said, I can't get out of this bed. He goes, what do you mean you can't get out of the bed? I said, I can't get out of this bed. And so he comes in there. He goes, I said, I can't get out. I said, my stomach's in the way. He goes, you ain't got a stomach. Because at that time, I did not have a stomach. I was skinny. Anyway, he goes, you ain't got a stomach. I looked at him. I said, my stomach is in the way. And he looked at me. He goes, what happened? I said, I don't know. So he grabs my arm and pulls me out of the bed. I stand up. I look like the snake that swallowed the flipping egg, y'all. He looked at me. He goes, what the hell is that? I said, I don't know. And he goes, you better get to the doctor. So I'm like, okay. So I go to the doctor. And I get out of the doctor's office. And I go to his work. And he goes, well, what'd the doctor say? And I just looked at him and he goes, what did the doctor say? I said, I'm pregnant. And he goes, well, you sure gained weight awful fast. I said, that's what I was thinking too until he told me I was 7 months. Well, yeah. Then right at a week after that, um, we had a German Shepherd dog. She was very young. And I was carrying groceries in, and she got in my way. I tripped, I fell. Needless to say, I ended up in the hospital, and they had to take my son cesarean because he was in distress and they couldn't get my blood pressure down. So Glenn ended up being born right at 2 months early. And I thank God he was. Because if he'd lived, I was already scared to death because after his mom found out I was pregnant, evidently I'd been carrying him in my back. I knew my back had been hurting, but I didn't know why. Anyway, he said or his mom said that Glenn weighed 12 pounds and 14 ounces when he was born. I was like, oh, crikey. Yeah, it was a week later after I found out I was pregnant, the dog tripped me. And I landed on my stomach. Yeah, it was weird. It was all in my back. I wasn't sick with Bob or nothing. But not sick once. Now, Amanda was a totally different story. I could tell you the day I got pregnant with her because I was throwing up. But evidently the baby shifted. I mean, I felt movement in my stomach, but I thought it was, I always went to the potty if I felt movement, you know. Or I thought, boy, I got some gas or whatever. Because I was, I weighed 125 pounds, 5'8". And then all of a sudden there it was. I looked like the snake that swallowed the egg. Anyway, they ended up having to do cesarean. Thank God. Thank God they did. Because even with that boy being right at 2 months early, he was a week shy of being 2 months early, he weighed 7 pounds and 8 ounces. There ain't no way I'd have been able to have that kid. It it's I never had the doctor said, well, you should have known when you didn't have your monthly. And I looked at him because this has been my doctor for years, okay? And I looked at him. I said, you know I don't have a monthly. You know I only once or twice a year. I said, so why would I even think I was pregnant? I said, you told me I could never get pregnant. I looked at him. I said, you were wrong. Yeah, he would have been like a jolly green giant. And Dwayne goes, well, you know, his growth is going to be stunted. Y'all, that boy is 6'4", weighs 300 pounds. And his growth stunted. I don't know how big that boy would have been. Oh, my Miss West. No, I hadn't been to New Mexico. Oh, wow. You know, I've known girls like that too. I know. But yeah, 6'4" weighs well over 300 pounds. And yeah, his growth was going to be stunted. I'm like, holy cow. The midwives say don't stay on the toilet for long. Oh, I guess because it would kind of put you in the, you know, and then nature tends to drop. Well, the thing of it is, though, Patty, I felt things moving, but I just thought I was having muscle spasms. Oh, wow. 8 pounds, 2 ounces. I was 6 pounds and 8 ounces. Yep. There's a lot of them bored into a toilet. Hey, Dora. Boy, does gravity suck. It pulls everything down. It ended up making me have the furniture disease. And for the ones of y'all that don't know what furniture disease is, that's when your chest goes and falls into your drawers. You was 5'2". That's a good one, Jay. My youngest girl weighed 8 pounds and 14 ounces at birth. Only 87 pounds. My thigh weighs 87 pounds. No, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Oh, wow, Khaki. Oh, I imagine. That's a good one. You know, I was a tumor. Mom had her tubes tied when after my brother was born. And she called the doctor and she told the doctor she was pregnant. And doctor told her, said, no, Top, because they were good friends. Said, you can't be pregnant. She said, I'm pregnant. And he goes, no. And she was already showing. I mean, she was already showing. Matter of fact, she was darn near due. And he told her, said, you can't be. He said, Top, he said, we tied your tubes and everything. And he said, there's no way you're pregnant. He said, you got a tumor in there. He said, I got to go because his mom was sick in California. And he said, I will be back. He said, I'll be out there for a couple of weeks. He said, I'll be back. He said, as soon as I get back, he said, we'll go in and get that tumor out. Mama said, okay. So he was supposed to have been back November 20th, November 23rd, somewhere through there. So when he got back, he called my mom. He said, Top, he said, y'all, you ready to schedule that surgery? She said, no, I don't need it. He said, yeah, Top, we got to get that tumor out. And he said, she goes, it's already out. She said, it was 6 pounds, 8 ounces in coal black hair. He told her, he said, there's no way. So, needless to say, I got took to that doctor and he paid for me to be born. Oh, my goodness. Well, how's the baby doing, Jay? Hey, Jeffrey. Glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Donald. Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm glad it's doing good. Well, my cousin, Ashton, when she was born, she weighed 1 pound and 0.75 ounces or something like that. No, it'd be more than that because it was 1 pound, 3/4 ounces or three, they're near 2 pounds, almost 2 pounds. They said she would never make it. She was in the hospital for over 6 or 8 months. Y'all, she has grown, she is married, and has 2 children of her own. You was born naked? I was too, but I had coal black hair. Well, I'm glad they enjoyed it. Oh. Yeah, it named me B9. Oh, you had red hair? Yeah, I had coal black hair when I was born. And the weird thing is, my hair, and I've not had to dye it for it to do this. It was coal black when I was born. It fell out. It come back blonde. Then the blonde hair started turning brown. Then the brown hair started turning red. Then my hair started turning really dark again. And now it's turning gray. So I have the forever changing hair until finally it turns all gray or white one. Oh, he weighed 3 pounds when he was born. Yeah. Ashton, she just weighed a pound and almost 2 pounds. Well, see, my hair has changed so many colors, and it's all been natural. Until I went to beauty school, and then after beauty school, it was whatever color we decided to put in it to see what we could turn each other's hair into. I had violet purple hair one time, y'all. We're talking, it looked coal black until you went out in the sun, and then it screamed purple. It was called eggplant. I'm a Scorpio. Smallest baby in the world was 8 ounces. Wow. See, Rick's has always been dirty dishwater blonde. Well, it's starting to get gray in it now. Why did you want me to be Cancer? Because I was a tumor? Sorry. That's the best Arnold Schwarzenegger impression I can do. Mine is November the 5th. Oh, no, I'm Scorpio. Oh no, your dad made the nurses cut your hair short? Yeah, that's what he's talking about, as in benign. November 4th, 1961. That's your birthday, Donald? Mine is November the 5th, 1968. You're just a little bit older. Peepaw's birthday was November the 4th. Your daughter's is November the 7th. My best friend growing up, his was November the 7th. I'm younger than you. Now, I was born November the 5th, 1968. 52 years old. I thought I was older until Rick told me I wasn't. Oh, Khaki just had a birthday. Well, happy birthday, Khaki. Belated. Happy birthday. You're the same age as my husband, Khaki. I wish I was young. I tell you what, you're you're older than both of us. December 14th, 1966. My aunts were born, I believe it was, no, my aunts were born the 10th. My granny was the 12th of December. What do you call a party full of Scorpios? No place for Pisces. That's right. Who's David Chapman? Oh, John Wilkes Booth and David Chapman. I have the same birthday as Brian Adams, but he's older than me too. Hi, Lorraine. May 27th of 66, Dora. Rick's is May the 25th. And I know Glenn will be 33. No. Yeah. Glenn will be 33. And it's like, yeah, he had to come stay on that. I was going to go on live last night, but my little boy that was born premature had to come stay with Mama, him and the girls. So he come in and he brought a mattress and he threw it right down here in between the two heaters and went to sleep. It was so funny because he was hanging off half of it. His feet was hanging off the end of it that much. And that's a 6-foot mattress. I'll give you Brian Adams. I don't know that his wife would like it, but I'll give him to you. Yeah, I do that, Gardner. Oh, well, my brother Dennis, y'all, my brother David was born on Groundhog's Day. My brother Dennis was born on April Fool's Day. And I always aggravated Den and telling him that he was the biggest fool Mama ever had. I don't get to aggravate him no more. I'd love to be able to tell him that, but I don't get to tell him that no more. I lost Dennis in 2004 to suicide. Oh wow. Brian Adams, he was a rock singer back in the day, Mrs. West. He sung Cuts Like a Knife, When a Man Loves a Woman. I can't think of the others. Summer of '69. I can't remember. You've been lurking? Y'all, if any of y'all want some jewelry, Valentine's Day is coming up. It's $5 jewelry. You get a necklace and free earrings. No lead or no nickel. They're nickel and lead free. Go to Mrs. West's online store. Pick your lady out some jewelries. She can put her link up there for you. Really? You go to your mom and dad? I can't go. I can go to the house up there, but I ain't sleeping in my own room. Yeah, it's paparazzi. Honey, I don't have a panel. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm just on YouTube. It don't have a paddle or panel. Well, what you do, Khaki, is you look on there and see if you can find it. It'll be in her shop if she has one. You order it through her and it'll go straight from paparazzi to you. Well, a lamp keeper, I was too. I was allergic to it too. But I can wear the paparazzi and it not bother me. Because used to, I could put anything but gold in my ears and I would have blisters break out and I would claw. Even that hypoallergenic crap that they'd sell you, that surgical steel, I would still claw at it and have big blisters come up around my ears. I've not had one issue with paparazzi, but I think it's because it don't have the lead and it does not have the nickel in it. That's right, Jay. My mom, I go and take my mom out. I try to take her out to eat about once a week. You have an order coming in this week? Well, Mrs. West, you remember that necklace and earrings and stuff I gave you? That was my paparazzi. Hey, K-Bud. I don't know. My phone's in the vehicle. You'll have to go get it. I hadn't had my phone out of the vehicle in a while, so it's been nice.
Dad just cut the edges off until and I hot glued the mirror to it. So now there's just a mirror that big on top of a roll that big. It's cold.
It's nice and warm in here.
It's cold outside. It's chocolate. In the thingy?
Yeah, in the Durango. In the phone. Look in the phone holder. Your mom lives with you? Yeah, me and Mom, we enjoy it. We may go to Brahms. We'll just go get us a burger, or every now and then we'll go to the Chinese place. Don't go to Chinese place very often because Lord, you can't afford it. Hey, Mr. J. Holy crap, y'all. I've got 24 now. That's the most people I've had in a long time.
25.
I've got 25 people. Holy moly.
Why can't I make it?
Hey. Love, I can't say your name. It says I missed a call. Evidently. No, I don't have. I don't have voicemail set up, baby. I am good. How are you? Hey, Suze. Wes said, hey, John.
Hi, Georgina.
She said, hi, Georgina.
So I got no clue.
They'll probably send me they probably sent me a email, so I'll look in a little bit. Okay. How are you feeling? Do you feel better, Mr. J? You know, if you go outside with some drawers on, you wouldn't freeze so bad.
Well, I was ready to just chill in the house, and Dad told me to come ask you about it.
I don't know. I'll have to get on my email and look and see if they sent me a deal. That chick is still on that thermometer. It cracks me up. It lays with its head hanging off of it.
Maybe it likes that. I lay with my head hanging off the bed all the time, always sideways.
Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. I live 25 miles from Mom.
I don't know. I can't even make it to school on my own.
Yeah, about 25 miles from my mom. Matter of fact, we bought this land from my mom and dad. And then my mom and dad moved to Crowder. They moved to the lake. And they sold their place at the lake and moved to McAllister.
Yeah, they never should have moved.
Anyway, maybe you'll get you some sales, Mrs. West. Dang it, I keep almost saying your name.
Why can't you say her name?
She don't want people knowing her name.
I know it.
Shh. I'd have been better off not knowing her name. Because every time I turn around, I almost say it. Oh, you live about 1,500 miles from your mom? Mercy.
Jeremy. It's a great name for her.
Now, she don't pick on you.
Jeremy is an amazing name.
Did you hear that, Mrs. West? She's going to call you Jeremy.
Because if I say any girl's name, they're actually going to think it's her name.
Wes says it too. Sandwich lady. We fixed spaghetti tonight. I didn't like it. I'm not a big fan of spaghetti.
Spaghetti tastes good. You're just weird.
I'm not a fan of spaghetti.
You made it.
I still am not a fan of spaghetti.
Why do you make something you don't like?
Because your daddy likes it.
Y'all are odd.
That's further than your country is long. Oh. You like spaghetti? I'm not a fan.
You're just weird.
I will eat it. But if I have it once or twice a year, that's okay with me. They told you not to sass your mama.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Now you want some. Now we had spaghetti and meatballs, and I was just like, me.
I like the meatballs a lot better than whatever it usually is.
I like the smoked sausage better than the meatballs.
I do know.
And I don't care for any of it.
And I don't care for the mushrooms you put with the sweet
I love
sausage.
mushrooms.
No. The next.
You prefer baked spaghetti?
What the heck is that?
I don't know that I've ever had baked spaghetti. There you go, Wes. They can cremate me, but they better not put me on a shelf. They better scatter my ashes where I want them scattered.
Who?
Y'all.
Where you want them scattered?
Right out there.
You want your goats to eat your ashes.
I don't care. I ain't gonna feel it.
You're odd. I told Justin I was going to turn him into a necklace, and he said he's okay with that because he wants to be cremated.
You think you got some leftovers in the food?
Look at my nails.
How do I light it?
How you light what?
Smoked sausage. I don't light it. I just cook it in a skillet. Cut it up in really fine pieces and fry it in a skillet.
Not fine pieces.
And then take a can of mushrooms and pour in it and cook off the juice.
No.
It's really, really, really good.
No. The mushrooms are really, really, really bad.
What is a gluten cutter?
Cuts off the gluten.
No crap, Kate.
You asked.
That's right. I want to be with my four-legged critters. And I want to blow in the wind. I want to be free falling. Oh, somebody's being a smart arse tonight, Mr. J. Oh, my goodness. That was a good one. It went over my head. Somebody ate your leftover spaghetti. Was it you? Oh, did you put that spaghetti in the icebox?
No, I wasn't told to.
Well, go put it in the icebox.
Okay.
Love you.
I love you. Call Dad and tell him if we have school, because I don't want to walk back over here. It's cold.
I'll call.
So I'm not waking up at 6 in the morning for no reason.
Yeah. Oh. Well, y'all want to see what I got Mr. Rick for Valentine's Day? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well, you know it wasn't me that stole it. I'm not a sketty person. Now, ravimanoli? Oh, yeah. Fat girl likes some ravimanoli. You're severely disappointed now. So, men. There you go. There you go, Wes. I'm going to show y'all this. And you tell me if you think Rick will like it. Okay? Okay. Hold on. Uh-huh. We know he'll like the chocolate. Crap. Oops. All right, this is the start of it. Y'all think he'll like those? There's the Skinner. It's got the full tang. Oh crap, that don't want to come out. There's the gut knife. Oh crap. Or maybe that's a boning knife. I don't know. As long as he don't use them on me, we'll be all right. And there's that one. They're heavy. So y'all think he'll like those? He hates cats, West. I take it that's a safe, yeah, he'll like it. Oh, I'm going to be honest. If I was to get one of these for Valentine's, Christmas, or whatever, I'd be a happy camper. Of course, I'm not your typical woman. And then he got 2 boxes of this. So hopefully you'll like it. I hope. If not, I tried. Am I selling what? No, I got those for Rick for his Valentine's. I think I only gave like $30 for the. I hope he does. I think I gave like $30 for the whole thing. Hello, Abby. I hope he does. He's hard to buy for. Unless it's guns. I can't afford those. I know it sounds silly, but I want to get me one of them pew-pews that they don't want us to have. You know why? Just because they don't want me to have it. I'm such a rebel. If I get anything, I'll be surprised. He don't normally do that stuff. You need a new sleeping bag? He loves knives. He loves guns, but he's really picky when it comes to knives. And the knives that he looks at, y'all, I can't afford them. Because we're talking $150, $200 knives is what he looks at. And I'm like, I can't afford that crap. I hope he agrees. I hope he likes it. Now, these are from Mossy Oak. And I don't know what the ones is he looks at. I just kind of keep walking. I act like I don't acknowledge. It wasn't even 20 years old yet. Well, darn it. Rick likes case too as far as pocket knives go. But Rick was wanting some good hunting knives. And the ones he looked at, I was like, there's no way I can afford those. No flipping way. So I got what I could afford and pray to God he likes them. If he doesn't give me anything, keep the knives. Nah, don't do that. Y'all, he just went and spent was it $3,200 on my pickup about 4 months ago. And so if he doesn't get me anything, it's all right because I got it in my pickup. And then we had this stupid septic system messed up, but thank God It was not the pump or the box. Yeah, the cases are beautiful knives, but I can't afford them. Now, I do buy him a case pocket knife about every 10 years because usually he wears one out. He sharpens and sharpens until there's nothing left. Oh, I know, I know Donald. And it's crazy. They still need to be arrested. Well, you know that they're getting those one statues all over the place now. If there's a statue of the Ten Commandments or any place, the other people will put their statue next to it. Who is that, Donald? I don't know the name of the statue. I know it's a goat. I was terrified of goats for a long time, y'all, because of that. But my goats are sweet except for some more. He's a butthead. Y'all got it. Y'all, I wish I could show you the bruises, but I can't do it. That's right. That's right, Lamp Keeper. That stupid goat has my thighs and hips. I have bruises all over me. Where it goes, carry a stick. Oh, I didn't notice the female part. I just thought it was a goat head on a man. And I guess I never paid that much attention to it. But I tell you what, that goat of mine, he's sweet, but he's ornery. He's just been beating the tar out of me. I was out there the other night screaming no and had him by the horns, trying to get um to the house, and I kept hollering no, and every time I'd let go of him, he'd back up and come at me again, and I'd grab him again. Finally, Kate, bless her heart, she was up, and she come to the door. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Get me a stick. Get me something." She went in the house and got me a walking stick and brought out there, and I fended myself off with that thing. Oh, I know. I know, Franklin. It's terrible. You'd think they'd have better sense than that, but obviously they don't. So what are y'all's plans for this next week? I gotta get that other wall up. And then hopefully I'll be able to start working on other things. And y'all, for the ones that watch the Bible readings, I am so sorry I cannot pronounce those names. Oh man, s'mores just. He tried to get my son today. Glenn put him on his butt. Yeah, sure, Wes. Oh, thank you. But y'all, I have hick when it comes to those names. I'm just like, Lord, please put them in English. Honey, I'm confused about who begat whom too. All I know is my mom and dad begat me. But those names, oh my gosh. I was trying to sound them out. They ain't normal. No, I didn't realize there was two Enochs. And if I sound them out in hillbilly, that's what you ended up with. But I was like, oh my gosh. The easiest name was Abram and Eber. I can pronounce those. And Seth. Easy names. But not Manalali Kikika. What the heck? I said, I'll be so glad when I'm out of all this begatting stuff. Those are not English. There's no way those are English. I don't know. That was probably confused as heck. I don't even think I had closed captioning on there. Because, ooh, my lands almighty. Maybe we means across the pond. I don't know. But I have to say, 12 was an easy read. I was like, oh, thank you. It's getting a little easier. I couldn't do it. I couldn't imagine a language with no vowels. But I was like, oh my gosh. I even asked Siri. I said, Siri, how do you pronounce this word, and spelled that word out? It confused her. I don't know of a name without any vowels. Mine would be done. Done. I mean, that would. Mine would be dun, run, brun. That's a heck of a name, ain't it? Dun, run, brun. So I was like, my goodness gracious. Slim. Night, Christy. Y'all take care. Y'all might have to get off here too. Y'all have been on here an hour and a half. A little over. Run, Crawford, Critter. There you go. Oh, your live's at 9? What time is it? Oh, it's 8:30. Hey, Bubba. What are you up to? Oh, I thought that was just peace be with you. I thought that was just a Spock thing. The peace be with you. I didn't know it actually meant anything. If anybody knew that's what it meant, they'd be having a fit telling Star Trek to be taken off the air. Well, yours would still sound like it. Yours would still sound the way your name is pronounced, Donald. Oh, live long and prosper. Yeah, that's it. You're going to have a special guest tonight? All right. Well, I guess, and I better get off of here so that I can run and use the restroom and everything, and then go to Selena's live. Hey, Trine, you come in as I was getting off. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, you missed it again, brother. I was just fixing to get off. I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. You knew someone would come up with a billy goat? I got a billy goat I'm fixing to get rid of. Now, for the ones that don't know, this Franklin is Donald. They were being mean to him. YouTube's cut him off of his channel. So, well, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. Remember, the world is a better place because y'all are in it. Don't you ever forget it. I love y'all, each and every one. Y'all take care. Bye. And thank you again, Donald.